and they shoot your motherfucking ass.
I'm gonna do some heinous acts, and then I'm gonna try to apologize about it 4 years later, is what happened to EDP 445. Welcome back, Blaze, to another episode of Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Holmes is the wackiest of them all. Today, as you heard, we're gonna be talking about EDP 445 yet again. I love talking about this guy. It's how y'all thought I felt. Oh yeah, and we obviously don't need a synopsis of the mission before we get into the rundown. We all know who EDP is by now. But yes, his channel is still kicking for some reason. I guess YouTube is okay with PDF files uploading content on their platform because plenty of people by now have made videos on EDP coming back. And what has YouTube done? Absolutely nothing. I love when YouTube doesn't do anything about the PDF files that got banned. They're supposed to be banned, but they're not banned and they're uploading content still. Jokes aside, he finally apologized, guys. Finally! It's the day we've been waiting for all along! Except he actually didn't apologize, but y'all gonna see that in the video. Let's get right into it, shall we?
People are going to paint their narrative on you based on what they want to believe, especially when it comes to the internet and social media. One thing I want you guys to understand is that when you're dealing with trolls, when you're dealing with people on the internet who can just leave a comment and just run off to the scurries of their own, hiding spots, is that there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. There's no getting through to them. There's no, trying to get these people to understand.
He's already starting off wacky, boys and squirrels, because what the fuck are you talking about? It's hard to reconcile with people. No, it's not. I mean, if he's genuinely just talking about trolls in general, then yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with people that literally only have a goal of just making you mad or making you upset, then yeah, there's really no trying to reconcile, because that's not what they're there for. They're not there to do that. They're not there to talk out their feelings. They're there just to make you upset. But in terms of normal people, like just you and me, I mean, I don't like to think that people like us are hard to reconcile with, depending on what you're talking about or what you did.
Addressing what happened a few years ago, the whole incident and stuff like that. I'll be the first person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life, very dark place. Had the fame, had the money, had the status, I thought that I couldn't be touched and paid the price for it,
Yeah, this is the apology part I was talking about. This is the entirety of the apology part. Like, there's really nothing after this. I'm gonna just keep it G real with y'all. He pretty much just says, oh man, I was in a dark place, bro. I was in a dark time, bro. I shouldn't have did that, bro. What I did was wrong, bro. I shouldn't have done that, bro. He basically just spams the same shit that P. Diddy said in his like apology video on Twitter. Like, he was just in a dark time. The only thing that EDP was missing from his apology was saying that he went to rehab and therapy like P. Diddy. But honestly, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if EDP probably can't even maneuver enough to get to the fucking therapist or rehab or anything like that. Bro takes 2 steps outside when it's 68 degrees and he's fucking cooked for the rest of the day. Absolutely no movement left in his body. I'm also not the happiest all the time either, but that doesn't mean I go around talking to little G's. Little G's are little girls. Cause for some reason he thought that was like a reason to talk to little girls, that he was in a dark time. Like, what?
There's going to be those motherfuckers out there, oh, EDP, just because you were in a dark place, that doesn't justify what you did. First off, don't try to put fucking words up in my mouth. We're not here for that shit. I'm here to explain to you where I was at in my headspace a few years ago.
Yeah, thankfully no one's putting words in your mouth, Edie Pizzle 445. He's saying this as if like this is some type of, oh, I gotcha, you were gonna say that and it was gonna be game over with this response. Like, no, that's not how that works. Like, no one's putting words in your mouth. That's just the truth. Just because you were in a dark time doesn't give you the right to do whatever you did. And in this situation, it's no different. You definitely should not have been trying to talk to Lil G's.
The only thing that you can do as a human being, when you make a mistake to this magnitude, is to take responsibility for your actions, take accountability for your actions, understand that there is an issue, right? Understand that this is not normal. You know what I mean? To have these type of behaviors, they are not normal, right?
Yeah, finally he understands that this is not normal behavior. Too bad he hasn't taken accountability or anything he was talking about. He's done literally zero of that ever since this has happened.
Get the necessary help, whether it's talking to a psychiatrist, talking to a therapist. You know, it could even be as simple as talking down to your sitting down and talking to your family members. And overall, just trying to make sure that the same mistake doesn't happen again.
EDP, you're absolutely right. You know, people should get help in therapy and talk to someone about this. If only he would practice what he preaches, and until he shows anybody like a public record of him going to therapy or something, I will not be believing him anytime soon. I like the part he added where he's like, oh yeah, you should be trying to make sure this never happens again. And then he did it literally like what, 3-4 times? Probably more than that. Like, don't worry, bro. You made sure you did it more than once.
Now, a lot of people, they like to assume, right? Just because I haven't came out and made some big ass crying video, you know what I mean? Making a fucking ass out of myself, all hysterical on camera and shit like that, that I show no remorse. That couldn't be any more further from the truth. You know what I mean?
I don't mean to sound like a negative Nancy or anything, but genuinely, EDP, how can you expect us to think that you care about the situation or you were negatively impacted at all, other than like being harassed at Walmart, or that you would even feel any type of remorse over the situation? Because as of right now, I mean, everything you've done has led us to believe that you just don't care and you think this is actually quite funny. Because I swear at one point he uploaded a video on some platform. I don't remember which one it was, doesn't really matter though, but it was just a video of him eating a cupcake. Like, he knows what he's doing. But then after saying, hey guys, I'm so remorseful, he even goes on to say this afterwards to, you know, let us know how remorseful he is.
What I want you guys to realize is the fact that I have sat down and I have apologized to my family, right? I've apologized to my diehard friends. And when I say diehard friends, I mean my friends who I'll openly admit I forgot about because I was surrounded by so many clout chasing motherfucking people who only really cared about me based on my internet and social media status. You feel me?
You see what I mean? Like, you understand why I say he's not sorry for like anything that he's done or that he cares even remotely. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about everything that happened. I'm so sorry about, you know, everyone who had to see that. I even apologize to my family and my friends. Not the victims though. I'm not gonna apologize to the victims, but my family and friends. And it's always like the same thing with these dumbass YouTubers. Like, they have this fucking thing go on. It's big and controversial, and then they try to apologize, but then when they apologize, they're so fucking brain dead that they just end up just apologizing to either their friends or their family or their fans, when in reality it'll be like someone specific that they made fun of or hurt or whatever have you. Take Johnny Molly for instance. If he fucks someone over, he'll be like, you know, fans, I'm so sorry y'all had to see that, you know, my family, I apologize to my family. Like, dog, you're not supposed to be apologizing to us. We don't care. We are not the ones that were affected by your shenanigans. I hate when people are this delusional that they can't even fucking apologize. The most like basic fucking human interaction known to man, besides taking a shit, which EDP knows a lot about considering he sent his shit pics to a minor.
Sat down with him, apologized to him, heartfelt apology, you know what I mean? And we made amends, we talked about it, and we move the fuck on. That's all you can do.
No, EDP, that's not all you can do. You can also, you know, message the minors that you love messaging oh so much and tell them, hey, I'm sorry for trying to, you know, finesse and fandangle you. Or at least say it in one of your wacky little YouTube videos and just be like, hey, sorry to everyone I messaged that was underage.
So there are literally 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, you know what I mean, DMing me, hitting me up on Instagram, and they'll fucking type this message and they'll be all like, oh my God, are you the real EDP? And the moment I respond with, yes, I am,
And even now, it still seems like he's messaging minors from literally what he just said. Well, there are still 13, 14, 15-year-olds messaging me, asking me if I'm EDP. And when I respond, nope, no. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. That's the thing. That's where you fucked up. You're not supposed to respond when you get those messages and you know that they're 13, 14, or 15.
I made a video a long time ago, and it was a video where I talked about obviously adults should be held accountable, and they should be they should get in trouble for messaging minors and engaging in those type of conversations in that particular way, right?
I don't know what to say. Like, this guy just needs to be locked up. He literally can't comprehend what he's supposed to do and what he's not supposed to do. I'm surprised he even knows how to actually eat food. Now, it may seem like I skipped around a bit, but I promise I didn't. This is literally maybe like 5 seconds after the last clip you've just seen. I'm only saying this because he randomly just switched topics to, oh, a video I made a couple years ago. He never mentions what happens after he messages these minors. He just went off on some random ass tangent. And no shit, adults should be held accountable for trying to talk to minors in a weird, devious, nasty way. The part I don't like though is how long it took for him to spit out that answer. He seemed a little too slow with it.
I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very malicious intent behind their messages.
I mean, yeah, I guess, like, minors should have the same thing in place. I only say I guess because I don't want EDP being the one to make that argument, because he's not in a position to make that argument. Like, it'd be different if, you know, a minor went ahead and messaged him and, you know, they were trying to, like, ruin his career and be like, hey, EDP messaged me, and they tried to ask for messages and pictures and shit. Like, that's different, but that's not what happened here.
You feel me? And this is what I mean. This one chick, she messaged me, right? And she goes, oh my God, are you the real EDP? I respond back with, bitch, how old are you? And who the fuck sent you?
It seems finally he at least learned a little bit of something, maybe. He finally is starting to check the ages of the people he's talking to at the very least.
Right? Because I know fucking well Skeeter John, Gideon, and all these fake ass wannabe Chris Hansen impersonating motherfuckers, more than likely they fucking sent you. You know what I mean? With their fucking no life fucking ass, right?
This is one of EDP's tried and true moves, the fucking no life comment. And it's kind of odd to me because I'd like to think that, you know, someone who doesn't have a life has to resort to talking to minors to get off. But I don't know, that's just me.
Bitch, how old are you and who sent you? Oh, I'm 14. Screenshot. Let's go ahead and tag Gideon, and let's go ahead and tag fucking Skeeter John, or whatever the fuck his name is, right?
I guess he's just mad that he's getting, you know, set up in these sting operations now, or like he's getting tempted by these sting operations. I mean, can you blame them? Not only did it work the first time, but it also worked the second time. Actually, I think he was only caught in one sting operation. I think the second time Gideon and them met up with him, but I think even then at that point, he was still talking to a minor and trying to meet up with them.
You see what the fuck they're doing, right? Purposely messaging, not just me, purposely messaging people, right, to fuck with them, which ultimately leads to harassment, right? Showing up at your fucking job, tracking where you work at.
I swear to heebie-jeebies, this dude's starting to sound like a little baby on that one song, because all he's doing is wham, crying like a little baby. Man, people are showing up at my dialysis center, my job, they're showing up at the leasing office, man.
I'm fucking sick of it, bro.
EDP, you caused everything. Like, you literally caused all of this. This all could have not happened had you not did what you did.
Let me ask you something. Just because you think a person is guilty or not guilty, right? What the fuck, under the law, what the fuck gives you the right to go out and start harassing people?
You know, I was gonna try to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, hey, EDP, you're right. People shouldn't do that just because, you know, they don't like somebody. He almost caught me in his trap, had me thinking that he didn't do anything wrong for a second. He over here talking about, hey, just because you don't like somebody or something they did doesn't give you the right legally to mess with them. Now, if you're just, you know, a normal law-abiding citizen, then yeah, this would apply. Too bad you're not, and you've broken laws as well. Not even arguably one of the worst laws, messaging a minor. No Deep Rock Galactic. But to play devil's advocate and to just answer the question straight up, no, people should be taking all this shit to the police, but you know, the police won't do anything, so now the people have to. And unfortunately for you, EDP, the people are way less nice than the police ever would have been.
When they've decided that they've had enough and they pull out that gun and they shoot your motherfucking ass, right? All of a sudden, it was just a prank. All of a sudden, it wasn't that serious.
No, when you pull out your firearm and execute somebody, then that means that you're just gonna go to jail. That doesn't mean that, oh, it was just a prank or it was just a joke. And this dude, like I said, just genuinely needs to be locked up, because if he's not trying to touch on little G's, then he's trying to execute somebody for making fun of him for trying to talk to said little G's. Like, I don't get this at all. Thugs do it too. They'll like rob somebody, or they'll do some heinous shit like steal something, or just do some shit they're not supposed to, right? Then when you press them about it, they start getting all salty and upset and flustered, and then they pull out their 9. Like, are you actually a gorilla, man? Do you not understand that this is not that serious and it does not need to escalate that far? You're just tweaking the fuck out. This video is getting long as shit, so I'm gonna just wrap it up here. He has like a couple more minutes of yet, but I'm gonna save y'all from that nonsense. He literally just complains about people bothering him and then tries to argue that, hey, y'all aren't right for doing this to me, but then he forgets to, you know, realize the fact that he's done something worse, not even arguably. Overall, I'm just really upset that YouTube is even letting this fucking stain stay on the website this long, and I'm upset that they haven't just, like I said, banned him or anything. Also, he hasn't gotten any type of like legal anything, no type of trouble, no jail time, no community service, no nothing. And to top it all off, the fucking cherry on the shit cake, this guy's just straight up delusional, so he thinks what he did was right. Man, that's all I gotta say. Bladers, thank you and congratulations for making it all the way to the end. I seen you laughing while you was eating your noodle. Can I have a noodle? No? Oh, okay. Anyway, since I seen you laughing, you might as well hit that big red button, turn to a big gray button, sub up to the channel, stay up to date on the newest shit, and I'll make sure to see you all in the next episode. Bye bye. Time to go eat something. I'm hungry. Welcome back. Alert. Welcome back. Alert. Hey, welcome back to a special outro. I hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you did. Made to a special outro. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, don't ever dislike the video either. And yeah, if you want me more wacky, that's twitch.tv/VHS. No real announcements other than Bladers. Thank you for your time. Remember to let it rip. Now cue the music. Cue the music. Cue the music. Cue the music.